Somebody shout hallelujah. For the next 2 hours, Anu is going to be leading us. So I want you to jam your hands together as I invite Anu AWOFISAN.
I am very, very humble. So let me first start by appreciating Mr. Obabolujo. You guys are lucky. You are very lucky to have Mr. Obabolujo, honestly. You know, when I walked in here and I surveyed round, I said, Mr. Obabolujo is a loving man. He has a heart for people. I could see his passion to help people. I could see his passion to support people, to make people's life better. I've known him since... No. My story, I cannot even start my presentation without making reference. The theme for today is Destiny Helper, right? Mr. Obabolujo is one to me. So I want to lay a foundation so that we all will understand. We met in Living Spring Chapel, I think in Lagos here, when they were still at Adeni Jones. He used to teach Stockwatch then. And then during that period, I'd lost my mom. And then she was a nurse in the hospital. She was a nurse in UCH in Ibadan. And then the hospital paid her some amounts of money, I think about 3 million then. It was a long time ago, 2001. That's about 22 years ago. So we were spending, I have a brother, just the two of us. We were just spending money. I mean, I was very young then. So we were in Shakwa. We were just spending money. And then every Sunday we'll have Stockwatch ministration in church. He would talk to us about business, about stock. And then the little me said, the way we are spending this money, why don't we just invest in stocks? And then I went to him. I told him I wanted to see him. And he said, come to my office. I went to his office at Palm Grove. And that was the beginning. We had to 1.5 by that time. So we gave it to him and then we started trading. Every time I go to his office, he will give us a certain amount of money every month. Every time I went to him, Mr. Obabolujo will never give me the exact amount. So let's say he was supposed to give me 30,000. He would give me maybe 40 or 50 or 60. He would never give me the exact. So I was always excited to go to. I was already in the university. I was in LASU then. My brother was in Lead City in Ibadan. So I was always excited to go to his place because I knew that at Owomayo, he would give me money. Now, what am I saying? The foundation he gave us, I don't know, maybe we could have spent the money before we finished school, but the foundation he gave us helped us to be prudent. My brother was able to finish from the university, a private university for that matter. And besides that, Mr. Obabolujo was a good man. He is a good man, sorry, not was. He is a good man. Everything about him radiated love. So when I say you guys are lucky, I know what I'm saying. For you to have a man close to you, like you know how churches today are. A lot of people don't have access to their GOs. You can't walk up to them and talk to them. But for you to have a man that, you can talk to him, you can walk up to him, share your pain, share whatever it is you're going through. You are indeed very lucky. And that's why I feel that, or I believe that he is a good man. So I pray for you. Your children will be blessed. Your generation will be blessed. This is what you're doing. You are sowing a seed. And the seed is transgenerational. The reward is transgenerational. It's not going to end with you. It's not even going to end with your children. It's going to end beyond. It's going to go beyond even their own children. In the name of Jesus. Now, he asked me how many books I have. I'm sure he didn't tell you that it was a foundation. Like he said, he had a printing press. And then I also had I have a friend there who writes storybooks. And then he also encouraged me, and why don't you go into writing story? Because I actually studied English. It's very easy for you to write storybooks since you studied English. And I said, no, I want to be different. I don't want to do what every other person is doing. Writing storybook is easy. Anybody can do it. So I said, I will write French. I'll write books in French because I've been teaching English and French in the secondary school. So I wanted something different. So I went to meet him and I said, I want to I don't even know anything about publishing. I had no idea. I had no clue. But I just went to meet him and I said, I want to publish. So yeah, go and bring your manuscript. I just took my manuscript to him. I took the flash to him. And before I knew it, the books came out. It was 2 books, French for Beginners, book 1, French for Beginners, book 2. And he printed 1,000 copies, 1,000 copies. So he printed 2,000 copies for me, free of... Please help me appreciate this man. Please help me appreciate him. That applaud is very weak. It's very weak. He printed the books free of charge for me. He did not collect a dime. I remember the name Aconceal. That's an even named it. Man, you're a blessed man. And that was the foundation for me. By the time we did that production, I didn't have any, I also didn't really have anyone to guide me. So I spent the money with the capital and the profits. So, of course, those are parts of my lessons too. Those are parts of the experiences, that I have. And I believe you will learn from it. You don't spend all your capital. I just spent everything. And because of that, I got stuck. Because by the time the books finished, and it was a good book, people kept asking, schools kept asking, but I couldn't sustain it. I couldn't continue. But of course, I've written it again. I've been able to write 5 French books. I've been able to write 6 character books. 9 character books. 9 plus 5, making it 14 years. So I didn't stop there. I decided to continue. I cannot tell the story of my life without mentioning Mr. Babulujo. He's been a blessing to me. He's been a blessing to even my brother. When I was here, I had to do a video for my brother to see that I'm here. I'm in Mr. Babulujo's church. Praise the Lord. So it's a thing of blessing for me to be here to speak to us about why good character matters in relationship. Please, can I have my slides? I want it projected on the screen, please. Yes. So we all are very young. I can see quite a number of young people. You are very lucky. I will say it again. You are very lucky to be hearing this at this age. While we were at your age, we didn't have opportunity to hear this. So I want to encourage you, please listen. If there's anything you don't understand, ask questions. If you feel you can't stand, write it in a piece of paper. There will be opportunity for you to ask questions. There will be Q&A session, where you can ask. Just ask. No matter how stupid or dumb the question is, just ask. Why? Because I know that young people, they are curious people. They want to know. But sometimes they don't have the boldness. They don't have the courage to speak up. A lot of things are bothering you. A lot of things are in your mind. I've been your age before, so I can understand. So I need you to please listen. Listen very well. You will be blessed. You will learn a lot. What you will learn today will help your life. It will help you in building your life. It will help you in taking decisions and making choices that will help you to become a better person. You can see how the world is today. Even as young as you are, you go out, you see things. You see crime. You see killings. You see ritualism. You see all manner of things. Like he also said, bad roads. Our country is not in a very good state. You see things. And what should that tell you? That should tell you that you are in this country or you are in the world at this time for a particular reason. The things that are not working, the things that can be better, God has strategically placed you here for you to make a difference. And how do you make a difference? By attending programs like this, by asking questions, by listening and being attentive. So, we're talking about destiny helper. I strongly believe at every point in our life, God brings people our ways to help us. God brings people our way to support us. God brings people our way to lift us. It's just like when you want to carry something heavy. This thing is heavy. I can't lift it by myself. Somebody could come, we put the hands together and we lift it up. That's what a destiny helper does. Somebody that would come and help you. Maybe you are struggling academically. Maybe you don't know so much about maths or English or science. So you have someone who teaches you, oh, do it like this. This is the answer. This is how you should do it. That person is also a what? A destiny helper. However, when a destiny helper comes your way, the destiny helper must find something good about you. Isn't it? If I come to you and I want to help you, and I notice that you are very rude, and I notice that you are a lazy person, or I notice that you are very irresponsible, do you think I will want to help you? Please answer me. Do you think I will want to help you? No. So, in other words, you have a part to play. You have a role to play. If a destiny helper is going to come into your life to add value to your life, you have a part to play. And one important part or one important thing that you must do is to ensure that your character is what? Sound. Your character is what? Good. Your character is what? Impeccable. You want people to be able to talk good about you. You want people to be able to say something positive about you. You don't want a situation where everything or anything people have to say about you is negative. Oh, he's a lazy man. Or he's an irresponsible person. Or he's not good. It's not that. So you have a role to play in ensuring that anyone who comes around you to help you, to support you, must find that you are worthy of being helped. And that is why good character is important. Please, next slide. I would like to ask, what do you consider as important? So if I'm going to ask him, can we get an extra mic? I want the session to be very interactive. Is it possible to get another mic? If I ask you, what is important to you? What do you consider as your goal in life? What is it? What is that one thing? Mr. Babalu just told us his experiences, his life experiences, what he has gone through, how he has been able to make a name for himself. So if I ask you, what is most important? Anybody, do you want to tell us what you consider as important? What do you want to achieve? What is that thing that you crave for? You want to have so much, that thing that means so much to you. Yes, anybody? You can stand up. What do you mean by change? Progress. Can you define the progress? What is progress to you?
Progress is not living things the way I meet it.
Okay, so what do you want to change?
The way perception, for instance.
Okay.
The way people perceive things,
That
maybe
is what
issues,
is
yes.
Okay. That's what is most important to you. Okay, thank you. Yes. What about you?
Well, what I consider most important for me in life is fulfilling God's purpose for my life.
Purpose, very good.
Yeah.
Purpose is very important. Have you discovered that purpose?
No,
Yeah,
I
you're in the
haven't.
course of
I haven't,
discovering
yeah,
it.
yes.
You will, definitely. Yes, anybody from here? I want the young ones to talk. I want to feel their vibe.
Success.
Success. So what to you is success? I want you to nail it down. What's success?
To my own understanding, success is when you are able
No,
to...
I'm not asking you to define.
Okay.
Is it buying a car that is success to you?
No.
Is
By
it
adding-
building a house that is success to you?
by adding values to the society.
By adding value to it. Very good. Okay. Please, let me give the mic to the young ones. I want to hear them talk. What do you want the most? What's that thing that you desire the most? What is it? Yes? Anybody? Come on now. You guys, I'm sure you talk. Okay, somebody has a mic. Somebody wants to talk here. Do you want to talk to? Yes, you want to. And the lady at the back.
Okay, the thing I desire the most is to have God in my life. Like, God should dwell
In your
my
heart,
life,
in your
yes,
life.
my
Okay.
life.
The lady at the back. You don't want to talk. What do you want the most? Okay, he wants to talk, please. What is that thing that you desire the most?
I desire to help people.
You desire to help people. That's very good. Okay, thank you. Please help me give it to somebody, any other person. Okay, yes. Okay, now you want to talk.
I wish to help the mad people. And
Okay.
I wish to be a psychiatric doctor.
Oh, you like to be a psychiatric doctor. That's good. The boy behind her wants to talk.
I want to be a role model to other people.
Oh, that's so nice. He wants to be a role model. Very good. Thank you. Please, a round of applause for all of us. Okay. So I have here, some people consider cars, beautiful cars, as I just want to buy a car. I just want to be comfortable. Other people prefer houses. I want to build a beautiful house, maybe in Ikeja or a Banana Island or Ikeja GRA, or where would you like to build a house? Or buy a house? Talk now, because I know you people talk about it, yes? Ikoyi, yes. Where would you like to buy a house? Eh? Banana Island. Canada, wow. Okay, Canada, UK, US, Australia. We like to buy houses there. Well, good ambition. Other people consider good marriage. Me, I just want to be married and happy. And let my husband be taking care of me. Or let my wife be taking care of me. And I have children. For some people, that's their goal. And they are okay. They don't have all this ambition that you people have. You want to buy a house in Canada. No. They just want to have a good marriage. That's their ambition. What did you say? Okay, to be on TV. And famous. That's for you, right? Some people, yes. Okay, so other people, vacations around the world. They just want to travel to the Bahamas, the Seychelles, to... Where would you like to travel to? Eh? Paris, France, where? UK, just enjoying, like dressing, flexing, forgetting the problem of Nigeria, forgetting that they remove fuel subsidy and there's bad road. That's some people's desire. Some people just want to have a good job, have degrees. Let me just go to school, have my degree or have my PhD and have a good job. I'm okay. That's my desire, right? While some people, I think somebody alluded to it, I just want to have a good attitude. I want to be someone, that boy said it, I want to be a role model. That's just what some people aspire to be, which is good. All the ambitions we've listed, they are all good. However, there's one thing that is most important, which is the foundation for everything. Now, I like to read a story. The story is actually real. It's a real life story. I'm sure some of you must have heard about it. But that will form the foundation upon which we are building. Now, the question is, does good character really matter in today's world? So, please pay attention. I'll read the story. Okay, you can project it. It was just like every other day at a hotel and suite. Miss Kekwaru Ngozi Mary went to work to fulfill her job responsibility as she normally did. But little did she know that specific day, her impeccable and noble character will launch her into a national and global recognition. She will become famous. She will become well known. As a hotel staff, working in the guest service department, it was part of our daily task to inspect hotels, ensuring guests do not forget their belongings and rooms are in good state for next user. I mean, she works in the customer service and she ensures that anybody that goes into the hotel or leaves that checks out, she goes in to ensure that they don't forget anything, the room is in a good state, nothing missing, nothing broken in that room, so that when the next person comes, the next person finds the room in a good state. That's her job. So it was during one of our routine inspection, she observed that a customer had forgotten a bag containing $70,000. So on this particular day, a customer checked in and checked out but he or she, we don't know whether it's a male or a female, so he or she forgot a bag containing how much? Do you know how much that is in naira? Do you know how much that, do you know what that can do? Okay, let's go on. So humanly speaking, as a human being, the first thought that would come to your mind is what? Buy a house. Shengbo. What's the first thought that will come to your mind? Let's be sincere. Jackpot. Jackpot with 70 million, yes? What's the first thing that will come to your mind? Yes? Yes, speak up, speak up. Speak up. You raise your hand. Yes. What would you do? You will look for the owner. Wow. That's good. You're laughing at him. You don't believe him. What would you do? Some of you have done it before. Okay. So you've returned that exact amount. Money. How much is the money? On 1,000, 2,000. 100. Oh, you actually return 125,000. Wow, that's good. That's commendable. Okay. Anyway, what did Mary do? Let's continue with the story. So the thought of hiding the bag, keeping mute, not talking, or converting the miracle sum, because some of us would say, that's miracle, to personal use, converting it to, is my money. It crossed her mind. That would be life and destiny changing. I mean, you can just imagine our life would just change drastically. Our life and that of our family. But she also remembered the strong ethical standard and morals our parents had inculcated in her from a young age. No, this money is not mine. I will return it to the owner. I will never take what is not mine. Now, let's look at the reward. So Ngozi returned the money. She took the money and she told her superior that she found some money in the hotel, in the room. So, in a remarkable display of honesty, that was honest of her. That showed she has what? Integrity. She returned the money, and that was the beginning. That was what? The beginning of a life-changing experience for her. Our reward for the ratio of integrity and commitment to ethical conduct and excellent customer service came in torrents. What do I mean? The moment she reported the money, the forgotten sum of money to our boss, a miracle began to happen. And it began to happen like back to back, back to back, back to back. So what happened? First, the chairman of our local government council, Omuaha in Rivers State, hosted and honored her by endorsing her as a brand ambassador of the council. She became a brand ambassador automatically. He also pledged to sponsor Kekwaru for a master's degree program immediately after naming the council pavilion after her. So they named the whole council after her. They named a particular place in the council, that's the pavilion, maybe where they hold their halls, their town hall meetings. They named it after her. That was the beginning. Secondly, what else happened? She received an outstanding award from her place of work. She made the cover of the current edition of the hotel's newspaper. She was in the newspaper, a company's newspaper. She graced the front page. She became a role model for our colleagues and friends through her exemplary conduct of good character. Number 3, the third reward that came. David Adeleke, popularly known as Davido. I'm sure we all know him. A musician, a singer and a musician of international repute, rewarded her moral stand with the sum of how much? Encouraging her to keep. Do you know how much $10,000 is? That's 10 million. That's not all. Finally, a Canadian international organization offered to give her a free permanent residence because of our strong ethical conduct and our ability to communicate in French language. Meaning, a French company or organization, they gave her free PR. Do you know what people do to get PR? Hey, Jesus. Do you know what people do to get PR? Permanent residence. Meaning, they are giving her permits to come and live in Canada. After a while, she becomes what? A citizen. Just because she did what? She returned money that was not hers. And you say good character doesn't pay? Would you say good character doesn't pay? It pays. It pays. Now look at her. Look at that picture. I don't know whether you can see it well. On the check is written, Globus Bank gave her the sum of 2 million. That's the one that is recorded though. I'm sure there are some other benefits she got that were not recorded. This is her holding a check of 2 million naira. Do you know how much money? Do you know how much money she has gotten just because she saw something on the floor? This thing is not mine. Let me just read. Guess what? A lot of us are tested every day. A lot of us are tested every day. And what do? Do we fail the tests or do we pass the tests? Let me show you some ways you have been tested. Maybe you don't know. Some of us have been tested to cheat during exam. Copy. Write the answer on your lap or write it on a piece of paper, fold it, and take it inside. A lot of us have been tempted. Some of us have failed. And some of us have said, no, that's not me. That's not who I am. That's not who I am. That doesn't represent the God that I serve. And that's not how I want people to perceive me. That's not how I want people to see me. So here is a young girl, 32 years old, not married. Her life has transformed. So I don't know whether she's still in Nigeria, but this lady's life has transformed. Her family, her destiny has changed forever and ever. Just because she did what? She decided to do the right thing. Next slide, please. Now, what would you do if you were Mary? What would you do if you were her? Would you return it? I know a lot of us are having questions in our heart. Well, with the situation of things in Nigeria, maybe she comes from a rich family. Maybe that's why she doesn't need the money. Do you know what I go through? Do you know how I suffer? I eat morning, I don't know when breakfast, lunch or dinner will come. Maybe that's what you're thinking. But guess what? You will always be tested. And it is your success, your ability to pass that test that will take you to the next level. You feel you will be in that situation you have forever. No, it's not true. It's not true. You are going to change. Things will change for you. So just hang in there and believe that things will turn around. We've seen the major traits major positive character trait that Mary has exhibited, which is what? Can somebody tell us? What major character traits has she exhibited? Honesty. Honesty. And what is honesty? Honesty is simply the quality of being true, of saying the truth. Of saying the truth. You see, this trait, as simple as it is, a lot of us fail it, even our leaders. A lot of us fail. We lie. We call it small lie. Irokekere. We lie. Things that are not ours, we take it. Nobody will notice. Nobody will see it. That barrel that is not yours, you take it, you put it inside your bag. Or you see 100 naira on the floor. Nobody sees it. Nobody needs it. Nobody sees it. You take it, you put it inside your bag. That's how it starts. That's how it starts. And so when you get to secondary school, you begin to do it at a higher level. You're shaking your head. I hope you're not doing it. So what am I saying? you will be tested. Your ability to say the truth, to do the right thing, you will always be tested. Your mom will put something on the table. Maybe she wants to test you. And you look at it and you take your eyes away. That's good. That's good. It shows that you can be trusted. It shows you have what? Integrity. And guess what? You need to cultivate integrity from now. It is not when you are 30. It's not when you are 40. It's not when you are an adult that you say, when I get to that level, I will have character, I will have integrity, or I'll have honesty. No. It starts from when you are 8, when you are 10, when you are 12, when you are 15. You begin to guard yourself and say to yourself, no, I'm not going to do the wrong thing. Don't forget, we're talking about destiny helper. Your destiny helper needs to come and meet a man or a boy that has what? Integrity. That has what? That has the quality of being trusted. So these are important things you need to take into cognizance. So that when your destiny helper comes, he or she meets and finds you worthy. He or she comes and finds you, worthy to be helped. Now, the next slide, please. I would like to ask us, personally, there are some things that are important to me that I cannot, that defines me. That is who I am. And that is honesty. I don't like people that lie. And I don't lie. Rather than lie, I would tell the truth. And whatever the consequences, I would accept it. So, there are some traits that you should have as an individual. There are some positive character traits that should project you. So I would like to ask you, what character trait is it that is so important to you that you cannot do without? So for me, like I've said, is what? Integrity, trustworthiness, even compassion. I like to help people. I don't like seeing people sad. I don't like seeing people crying. I want to be able to help. Even if I can't help that person, I will speak to somebody else who I know can help that person. So, what character traits? Can I ask, who wants to tell us, personally, what is that character trait that defines you, that tells us this is the kind of person you are? Yes, anybody? What is your own? Is it honesty too? Or is it compassion? Or is it responsibility? What is it? Or is it patience? I'm a very patient person. No. I'm very patient. Even if they slap me in my left cheek like this, I'll turn my right cheek, let them slap it again. What character trait defines you? Yes. Honesty. So you are also a very honest person. Can we all attest to the fact that he's honest?
Are you sure?
You are still thinking? Yes, what about you? Oh, he's honest. Okay. Yes, any other person? Yes. Humility. So you are very humble. Very humble. Is that true, everyone?
Who is humble? Let me see the person.
Yes. Who else will tell us his or her own character traits? Yes. Don't look away. Tell us about yourself in a single word. Yes. Patience. You are creative. You are creative and you're also patient. Is that true? Is that true? Everybody.
Let's see the face. Who is praying?
Yes. Somebody was. Yes. Sorry? Oh, you're a good listener. Wow, that's good. So you can listen to all our problems. You can listen to Nigeria's problems. Okay. Another person. Yes. Yes. You like to pray for people. And what for Dago?
She's in the prayer team. Are you there? She's in the prayer team.
Yes. I've not heard you said anything. Tell us what defines you. What character traits do you have? This is me. If you shake me like this is who I am. Yes. I'm still coming back to you. Yes. You are very generous. Wow. So you can give. As in you can give everything you have. Why are we laughing now? Why are we laughing? You can give, right? Yes. Eh? Hard work. You're very hardworking. Is it true? It's very hardworking. Wow, that's good. Yes, what about you? Yes, tell us. You're still thinking. Yes, somebody raised his hand there. Yes. You don't like seeing people hungry. So that means you're also a giver. I don't understand why we are laughing. Are we saying he's lying? Eh? So why are we laughing? Our laughter is sarcastic, like, Okay, so I'll take one last person. Yes. You are very considerate. Like, very good. Considerateness. Very good. So there's something that defines all of us. There is something. Some of us might not have discovered it. Maybe it's still salient. It's still, in its little form. It's just growing. But there's something about each and every one of us. That is me. That is who I am. And that is what people can say about me. Now, we've been talking about character. We've been talking about quality. We've been talking about all these things. Now, what exactly is character? Can we hold it? Is it like this flower we can hold? Is it like this laptop that we can hold? What exactly is character? When they say he or she doesn't have character, Kuniwa, what does that mean? Doesn't have good attitude. Behaves badly. Yes. He or she is not well trained. Very good. Believe character is important. Okay. Now let me say this. Character has nothing to do with looks. Character is not about beauty. It's not. We see people, especially on social media today, looking, flashy, attractive, beautiful. You might be tempted to think that they have character. Until you move close to them, that's when you will know. So character is not what? It's not about looks. It's not about looks at all. It's not about beauty. Character is also not about fame. Oh, the person is very popular, you must have character. It's a lie. It's a lie. Character is also not about material acquisition. Oh, do you know how many cars he has? Do you know how many houses he has built? No, it has nothing to do with the amount of money that you have. Character has nothing to do with it. And guess what? Character is not even about your academic prowess. It's not a matter of, oh, he's brilliant. He has all A's. You've not seen a student that will have all A's and will be very rude? They exist. Oh, he's an excellent boy. And that's why I believe that when they are choosing, what do they call it now? In our days, we used to call it head boy and head girl. I think today they call it senior prefect. The fact that somebody has all A's does not qualify him or her to be the head boy or head girl. The character has to match up. He has to be someone that respects his peers, his friends, his classmates, his schoolmates. And she also has to be someone that respects, that is responsible. So character is not, next slide please. Character is not about all this. It is more important. It's more important than all that. So I need you to understand today, the fact that somebody is beautiful, the fact that somebody is famous, the fact that somebody is brilliant, the fact that somebody has resources, material resources, does not equate to having good character. They are two different things. Now, character is the most important thing any man can have. When you have character, you are halfway to being successful. You are halfway to what? To being successful. Because you see, it's only a matter of time. When you put in your determination and hard work, you will be successful. But guess what will sustain that success? It's your character. It's not because you are smart. Do you know how many smart people we have in Nigeria? God has blessed Nigerians to be very, very smart. How many of you have heard of Hush Puppy? I'm sure you all know him. Hush Puppy. Can you imagine that guy's brain? Can you imagine what goes on in that guy's brain? See how that guy hacks people's accounts, steals at a top-notch level. That's brain. That's smartness. That's brilliance on another level. Stealing people's money without them knowing. But where is he today? Who knows where he is? He's in jail. May we not end up in jail. May our destiny not end up in jail. Can you imagine that kind of man with the level of intelligence, with the level of wisdom, smartness, brilliance that he has? Can you imagine him being in a political office in Nigeria, changing things, doing things that will make Nigeria better, using his brilliance to add value to Nigeria, to make Nigeria a better country? Can you imagine where he will be? So what does that tell you? The fact that you are brilliant doesn't mean you have character. Your character must match up. That's the most important thing you can invest in. So what am I saying today? Invest in your character. Invest in who you are. Character is what marks you out. It distinguishes you. It makes you different. You can set out to be different today. In the midst of hundreds and thousands of people, you can set out to be different by your character. You can be different by your attitude, by your behavior. Let people have something good to say about you. When you come into a place, let your character, let your attitude lighten that place up. Let people have something positive to say about you. Don't come into a place and everybody's like out. And they are murmuring or they are whispering. They don't want you to hear what they are saying. Because they know that she's a gossip. She'll carry her news and go and give it to somebody else. So please, pay attention to your character. Next slide, please. Now, what is character? Let's define it exactly so that we can understand what character is. We have identified the things that character is not, right? Now, what is character? Character is the ability, your ability to willingly submit yourself, to say, this is who I want to be. I want to be someone that is good. It's your ability to submit yourself to what? To discipline and convictions, saying, this is who I am. I have character. It is the discipline and convictions that you have submitted to you that will preserve you. Now, can we imagine that Mr. Babolijo told me about this event. I think the first time he told me was about a month ago, or maybe less than a month. And then we also spoke yesterday. Let's just imagine that maybe I just wake up and I feel like, I'm not going. I don't feel like going. I just don't feel like going. And I call him and I say, sir, sorry, I just don't feel like coming. Emma, you know. What does that show about me? What does that tell about me? What impression have I given myself to him? How do you think he will see me? He will see me as what? He will see me as a good person. That's what character is. So it meant that everything I needed to do, I started doing it since the day he told me, including preparing these slides, including getting myself ready. What am I doing? I am willingly submitting myself. Nobody is forcing me. It comes natural. I want to do it. And because I've also given him my word. So I am committed to following up or following through until today. Also making sure that I get here late. Not like that. Look, this is almost 1 o'clock. What's the time? This is almost 1 o'clock. We have not seen our speaker. Oh, God. What kind of speaker is this? Do you think he will call me next time? No, because I have not shown reliability. I have not shown that I can be dependable. I have not shown loyalty to him. So it means that as a person, as an individual, you have to take responsibility for some things. I want people to see me as honest. What does that mean? It means that when you see things that are not your own, what do? You walk past, you walk away. It's not mine, I won't take it. What are you doing? You are willingly submitting yourself to the convictions, to the things you are convinced about. Somebody says, oh, I love to give. So somebody that is hungry comes your way, or you see that, and you know you have, and you say no. Does that show that you are really, really a compassionate person? No. So it means that if you say you are this person, you have to do everything that shows, that projects, that reflects that personality, that quality that you say you have. So that's simply what character is. It's the ability to willingly submit yourself to discipline and personal convictions, to the things that you are convinced about. Nobody should force you. I'm an honest person, and they are forcing you to say the truth. Oh, I'm a reliable person. And when it's time for you to come and do something, they're looking for you. No, it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. Character also means having a sense of commitment to a set of values and standards and purpose without compromise. You cannot afford to compromise. Let everybody be doing the wrong thing. I will stand out. It might be hard. In fact, it will be hard. But you have to make up your mind to do what? To do the right thing. Because you have identified those values, those things that you say define you. So you have to what? You have to commit to it. You have to consciously, intentionally commit to it. That is what character is. And truth be told, it's not going to be easy. He has told us about the amount of money he has. You think he was making that money while sleeping? No. Maybe his mates were even sleeping and snoring. But he has chosen to do what? To pay the price. He has chosen to pay the price. To be who he wants to be. And you also have the responsibility to pay that price. You can't be sleeping and snoring and just wishing. If only wishes were horses, all of us would be flying. You have to pay that price. Boys and girls, you have to pay that price. For that place you want to be, you have to pay that price. You have to commit to it. You have to show responsibility. I want to do well in this. I want to make my parents proud. You won't make your parents proud by folding your arms. When it's time for you to go to school, they are forcing you. They are almost pouring water on your head for you to wake up. No. You have to commit to it. You have to show responsibility. Now, what happens when you don't have character? For somebody that doesn't have character. Somebody that doesn't have character will do what? Will lie. People are doing it, so what's the big deal? You will lie. You will steal. Not you. You won't steal. But somebody that lacks character will lie, will steal, will falsify figures, will take and give bribe. You take and give bribe. A lot of us don't have faith in our police force. When we see our police, we say, why? Because we feel they take bribe, isn't it? They collect bribe. But you know there are some few eggs that are different amongst them. There'll be few eggs that are different that I've chosen to say, you see this uniform that I'm wearing, I will distinguish myself. I will be different. I will set myself out as different. And they've done that. And some have been rewarded. Next slide, please. Now, what are the things that will help you to have good character? So there are some certain things you must have. They are called your values, your beliefs, and your personal convictions. Your belief. I'm sure you've heard that word belief. What you believe. Now, what are values? Values are those things we hold on to. They are the ideals, okay, that we hold dearly. For example, I say to myself, like I've said, honesty is my value. So what am I doing? I hold dearly to it. Even when I am forced to lie, or even when I'm forced to, I say, no, I don't want to. No. Why? Because that's not my value. That's not me. I'm an honest person, and I must be an honest person to the end, to the letter. So that's my value. So everybody here, you must have value. You must have your values. What are your values? What are the things you hold dearly to? What are the things that people can, no, you see that guy? No. He's not that kind of a person. He's not that kind of a person. I can vouch for him. And what is it that people would say, that one, I don't trust him. He's not reliable. He's not dependable. So you must have values. You must have things that you hold dearly. They are your standards. They are the things that define you. They are the things that talk about who you are. They can be as simple as, my own is I just enjoy showing compassion to people. Showing compassion to another person. Or saying no to cheating and preventing someone maltreating another person. I don't like it when people are being maltreated. I don't like it. I don't like it. Or asserting justice for the weak and disadvantaged in the society. Those that cannot speak for themselves. That's what some lawyers do. Or civil rights activists. Those that cannot speak for themselves, they fight for them. I will fight. I will get justice. How many of us remember the late musician that died a few weeks ago, Mohbad? Did you see how everybody came out? Everybody came out and they were like, justice for Mohbad, justice for Mohbad. What are we doing? People are asserting justice. People are saying, we want justice for this person. So that's a value. Those are values that we all must embrace. And lastly, maintaining uprightness and integrity in any situation. No matter what happens, I will always say the truth. I will always be upright in any situation. Even if the situation is not convenient, I will always say the truth. That's a value. So, next slide, please. It doesn't matter whether your friends or your families think your values are old-fashioned. Guess what? Some people will laugh at you. If you say, I can't cheat, so some of your friends will laugh at you. What's the problem? It's not a big deal. What's there? They will make you feel you are what? You are old-fashioned. They will make you feel like you are not current. They will make you feel that you are not trending. They will even make you feel, There's a word they call it. I can't even remember now. Go, Jassy. Abi? That's what they say. Jassy. That is what is prevalent. That's what everybody's doing. So when you come out and say, no, sorry, I'm not doing this, then they start making fun of you. They laugh at you. They mock you. It doesn't matter. As long as you are standing on what? On the right thing. As long as you believe what you're doing is the right thing. It doesn't matter what anybody says. It doesn't matter how they make you feel. whether they make you feel irrelevant, they make you feel old-fashioned, you're not happening, you're not a happening babe. It doesn't matter as long as you stand on doing the right thing. Don't be afraid to take a public stand on any issue. Don't be afraid of people saying, like I said, making fun of you. Don't be afraid of disapproval. People not approving of you. People saying no. Don't be afraid, even if anybody will say no to you. Don't be afraid when people criticize you. Don't be afraid. Let them criticize you. Don't be afraid when they attack you. Don't be afraid. Take your stand on the right thing. Guess what? It's only a matter of time. People will come to respect you. People will come to accept you as a person of what? Integrity, as someone that has values. When they are looking for someone that will do the right thing, they know who they will go to. Because they know that you will always stand for what is right. So let them laugh. Let them laugh now. They will respect you later. If you don't stand for something, you will what? You will fall for everything. You will fall for everything. May you not fall for everything in Jesus' name. Okay, I've also talked about beliefs. Your beliefs, like I said, your beliefs are your ideas, your philosophies. And what makes your beliefs? A lot of factors make up the things that you believe. A lot of things come into play. For example, where you are born, the environment you are born. Oh, my mom says this is how it is done. And because your mom says this is how it is done, you also accept it. So it becomes what? A belief. You hold on to it. You hold on to it because what? That is what your parents have said. That is how things are being done. Your exposure. The people you're exposed to. Maybe your school. Oh, this is how my friends do things. This is how my teacher does his things. So because of that, you also do things like that. That has formed your belief. That has formed your belief. What is fashionable? Everybody is wearing mini skirts or dresses that show cleavages. That's what is trending. And you too, you wear it. That has also formed your belief. It has formed your belief. Why? Because you also you have been exposed and you have allowed yourself to be influenced by the things that are happening around you. Your faith. Oh, in this church, this is how we do it. It has also formed your belief. In this church, we don't wear shoe or we don't wear slippers, so everybody walks barefoot. What does that mean? That has also formed your belief. So a lot of things affect our belief or influence or shape our belief. Our families, our experiences, our background, even your education. Okay? Where you go to school, the people you meet there, they all influence and shape your belief. Now, your ideas and your beliefs, ideas and beliefs that you hold dearly, they can be true. Now, all those things that you have held on as your belief, it's not all of them that are true. Some of them are false. But you've held on to them and said, no, this is how we are doing it here. This is how we are doing it here. No, I'm not going to let it go. But some of them might not be true. Some of them might not be true. Some of them could be false. Some of them might not even be complete. They might not be complete information. So I once heard about a story of how a particular lady, anytime she wants to fry a fish, she uses a particular frying pan. No matter how big the fish is, it's that same frying pan she would use. So sometimes she will have to bend the fish in order to be able to fry the fish properly. And she's been doing it consistently. So one day somebody came to her and said, why are you always using this particular? You can get a bigger frying pan to fry this fish. And he said, no, that's how my mother taught me. That is the same frying pan. And so when they went to meet the mother said, that's what my own mother told me. That's how she too used. That's how my grandmother and my own mother used the same frying pan. And so what has happened? Information has been passed from one generation to the other. And the present generation is holding on to it. What does that tell you? That information is incomplete or it's false. You can actually get a bigger frying pan to fry your fish. Now that story just shows how a lot of us hold on to things that are not true, that are not real, that are not factual. We hold and we defend it to the last. Like, no, it's not true. I mean, you could see it with how our political parties are. When APC and PDP are doing their banter, they argue, they hold on to things that are not true, things that are not real. So some people hold on to beliefs like that. So how do you allow your beliefs to influence you? Do you allow it to influence you positively or negatively? However, whatever it is that you're holding on to, you must make sure they are right. You must make sure they are what? The next slide, please. Now, what are convictions? You can see that image. There's something unique about that image. Can somebody say it? Yes? Just echo it. What's different about that image? Stands out. That's how your convictions are. Your convictions must make you stand out. Your convictions must you must stand out from that crowd. Can you see that number of heads? You must stand out. You must stand out. You must stand out. So what are convictions? They describe firmness of purpose. This is me. This is who I am. They are the things you hold dearly to. So your personal convictions, your values, your ideals, they are important. And so you must make sure that nothing influences your beliefs, your personal convictions negatively. That's the things that you hold on to. So a man that has conviction will not engage in negative activities. So somebody that wants to stand out, how do you stand out? You stand out by not lying. You stand out by not stealing. You stand out by not engaging in examination malpractices. Right? So we said a man of conviction will not engage in negative activities such as what? Falsifying documents, lying, raping children and women. Raping children and women. A man of purpose, a man that has conviction will not do that. Now, a leader with strong personal convictions will lead selflessly. You will lead from your heart. You will lead people. You will lead people with sacrifice. Even if that thing is not convenient for you, you will do it. Why? Because you want to make people happy. And those are the kind of leaders we need in our country, in Nigeria. We need leaders with strong convictions that will say, no, I will do the right thing. I will build roads for people. I will build hospitals for people. I will make education accessible for everybody. Nobody is going to go to sleep hungry. Every old person that comes to the hospital will be treated free. We need leaders like that. Selfless leaders, sacrificial leaders, leaders that will lay down their lives for people. And you cannot do that if you don't have a strong personal conviction. And what did we say convictions are? Firmness of purpose. Firmness of what? Of purpose. Now, why should you care about your character? Why is it important? We've been talking about character. We want our destiny helpers to locate us. So why should we care about it? Number one, your character will protect you. Your character will protect you. It will protect your future. It will protect your generation. It will protect you. When people have things to say about you, what do you think? What can they say? Some of us have left primary school. Now we are in secondary school. If we go to meet our teachers in primary school, what would they say about us? Now that you're in GS1 or GS2, what would they say? Would they say, oh, he was a good boy? Or she was a good girl? Some of us are in secondary school. We are now in SS1 or SS3. So if they go to meet our teachers or our friends, what would they say about us? Would they say good things about us? Or would they say negative things about us? So, but when you have good character, even when you're not there, your character will speak for you. That boy, I remember when he was in school, he was a polite boy. He was a good boy. He was a respectful boy. He was this, he was that. People have positive things to say about, but when you have bad character, and you have bad attitude, oh, that boy, thank God he's left our school. Good riddance to bad rubbish. May they not say that about us. So your character will protect you. It will protect your future. It will protect your generation. Nobody wants to associate with someone with bad character. The moment they hear that this person is not reliable, they don't want to be around you. They don't want to be around you. So the second reason why you should care about your character is it will extend your reign as a leader. Now, if you are the head boy or the head girl of your school, and news filters in the school that you stole, would they still make you the head boy? Would they still make you the head girl? Or you are the pastor of a church and they hear that you are sleeping with the females in the church. Would they still make you the head? They will take you out. So what has happened to your reign? It's been cut short. Only people with good character reign. No, let's not even go there. Let's not go there. But the foundation has to be laid right. When you have good character, your reign will be long. You can reign for a long time. You can reign for a long time. Look at this woman, Okonjo-Iweala, Mrs. Okonjo-Iweala. How did she start? How many of you know her? Very few of us. A very remarkable woman. A great woman. She was, I think she was a minister of finance during Obasanjo. Was it Obasanjo or Jonathan? Obasanjo's tenure. She's been consistent from one reign to another. Now she's in the World Bank. She's at the World Bank leading. World Trade Organization. She's leading. So what has happened to her? Her character has sustained her over the years. They've not been able to say anything negative about her to bring her down. None. So that's what character does. It extends your reign. You will reign for a long time. And the third one, character will preserve the memory people have of you. Oh, I remember that boy. He was a wonderful boy. Oh, I remember that man. He is the first person that comes to church. He's the first, but when he comes to church, he ensures everywhere is well arranged. Everywhere is well sorted. That's what character does. People have positive things to say about you. Your memory is fresh in their mind. They are guiding your memory that they have of you. Like Dora Queely, God bless you. Even though she's no longer amongst us. But we miss her. Why? Because while she was alive, she did well. She ensured that fake drugs were eradicated from the system. Lastly, your character will protect you from misbehaving. You will not misbehave because you will remember that, like Yoruba would say, you remember where you are coming from. Once you're one, So when you want to misbehave, my mommy, my daddy, right? So it will protect you from misbehaving. You dare not misbehave. You dare not misbehave. It would guide you. When you find yourself amongst friends that want to push you to do the wrong thing, you will remember the home you are from. You remember the sacrifices your parents have made or are making over you. It will put you back in track. Next slide, please. Now, when we talk about character, there are features, there are qualities that good character have. There are three things. Number one, good character is fixed. Good character is predictable. And good character is stable. When we say good character is fixed, what do we mean? So, let's look at the story of that lady that we read, Ngozi Mary. So, let's assume she spoke to her boss, and the boss says, let's share this money. You take half, I take half. And she says, we told you, that's true. And she agrees. That means what? Her character is not what? It's not fixed. Does it mean that when the situation is good, you will act good? When the situation is bad, you will act bad? It shows that your character is not fixed. It's not set. A lot of us learned ABC in school, right? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, isn't it? Has it ever been A, B, H, E, F, G, H? The letters are fixed. From generation to generation. It's been A, B, C, D, isn't it? So that's how your character should be. Your character has to be fixed. It has to be set. Nothing should change it. Nothing. No dire situation should change you. No matter what anybody says to you, no matter how they try to influence you, your character has to be fixed. No changing situations should make you change who you are. Secondly, good character is predictable. And predictability has to do with consistency. It has to do with you have to be consistent. You lie today, you tell the truth tomorrow. There's nothing like that. You have to be consistent. All true. You have to be. There are times that you would fall, no doubt. But you must get yourself back and say, no, this is who I am. This is who I am. Our God is a God of what? Predictability. He never changes. Or has your God ever changed? What he says he will do, he will do it. It may only take time, but he will do it. That's our God. That's how predictable he is. How much more you are his son. You are his daughter. So you also have to be predictable. Let them say, that boy. Let's see if he will change. Let's see if we give him peanuts or some money. Maybe he will change his speech and do otherwise. No. There has to be predictability about you. Let them always find that what you say is real. Your yea is your yea. Your no is your no. And the last one is stable. Good character is what? Stable. And that talks about what? Stability. Stability. You have to be stable. Everything you say has to be what? Stable. Character traits describes or tells us about a character, right? Now, we're talking about destiny helper. There are some things you must have for anybody to want to help you. There are some character traits that is important. They are non-negotiable. You must have them. Anybody that comes around you must be able to see them. Humility. Somebody talked about humility. You must be humble. Not the arrogant one that will say, is it me that is talking? Sorry, I don't do that. I don't talk like, no. They must see humility in you. And guess what? You cannot pretend and say, I'm humble. People will know. People will know that you're humble or you're proud. Even God himself, the Bible says he hates the proud. He will bring down the proud. He hates pride. So pride cannot be found in you. So somebody wants to come and help you and you're raising your shoulder like this. Then you don't need help. You don't need help. You have to be humble. You have to make yourself accessible. Or you have to bring yourself down to a point where people can relate with you. People should be able to see that, this person, I want to help him or her. So humility. And what is humility? Humility is the correct estimation of oneself. It is not overestimation or underestimation. Overestimation is pride. Oh, this is who I am. Or underestimation. Please, I don't want them to see me. Oh, no, that's timidity. That's being timid. And that's not humility. Humility is not timidity. But it is the correct estimation of yourself. Who are you? What has God said about you? I'm a child of God. I'm a child of destiny. I'm going to fulfill purpose. So you know yourself. And because you know yourself, no matter the situation, you don't allow it to affect you. That's what humility is. Correct estimation of oneself. Empathy. You must be empathetic towards people. Somebody said it. I don't like seeing somebody cry, right? Somebody said it amongst us. You must have a heart for people. You must have a heart for people. When somebody comes to you and tells you something they are going through, even if you don't have the power to help, what can you do? You can listen. Like somebody says, she listens. You can listen and reassure that person everything will be fine. It's only a matter of time. Things will change. You must be empathetic. You must show empathy. You must be able to empathize with people. Another is kindness. Oh, there's no one that hates kindness. Is there anyone that doesn't want people to show kindness to him or her? Everybody wants it. So people must see that you are also a kind person. You are kind. You show kindness to people. You extend kindness to others. You love. You care. You care for people genuinely. And you're not doing it you're not paying lip service. You're not doing it for people to see. You are doing it from your heart, the depth of your heart. You must show kindness. Help people. Go out of your way to help people. Help your friend. Be kind to them. Loyalty. You have to be loyal. You have to be loyal. Loyal talks about faithfulness. You have to be faithful to people. If you say you're going to do something, or if you say you're going to be somewhere, be there. Do it. Let people see that you are loyal. How do you show loyalty? You attend this church, for example. What do they need? How can I help? How can I be of support? Okay, I can join those that help to clean the church. And you make sure you attend meetings or whatever it is they're doing. What are you doing? You are being loyal to the church. Not that you come today, we won't see you tomorrow. You are being loyal. So that talks about loyalty. Self-confidence. You must have self-confidence. People want to help people that have confidence. Not someone that is fidgety, that is, afraid. You must have self-confidence. You must believe in yourself. When people meet you, what do you say about yourself? Do you tell them, I don't know book, or I don't think I can pass? You have destroyed yourself even before someone that wants to help you. You have used your mouth. So you say good things about yourself. When people hear that, wow, I love his confidence. I think I want to help him. You must have self-confidence. And no, you can't force it. It's not a gift. you must develop it yourself. Begin to work on yourself. Begin to believe that you will attract only the best. You will have only the best. Nothing bad is going to happen to you. You will come out of any situation and every situation. You must have confidence in yourself. You must. It's non-negotiable. Don't look at yourself and tear yourself down like nothing good can come out of you. No. You will attain great heights in life. You will achieve great things. I will achieve it. Those that are doing it don't have 3-4 heads. This lady sang Tiny. Kolori Meji. Or how did she say it? How did she sing it? Kolori Meji now. He doesn't have 2 heads. He has committed. We've talked about commitment, committing to a set of values. Responsibility. That's how he's able to achieve all that he has achieved. That's how he's able to pay for school fees for 750 people. Right? But he has done his work. So me too, I will do my work and I will even do greater. The Bible says that John the Baptist was the what? He was the greatest. But in the kingdom of God, the least in the kingdom of God is greater than John the Baptist. Is greater than John the Baptist. So you are just starting. But you must have that confidence and you must speak with confidence. You must exude that confidence. People must see. They must smell that confidence. Not that today you are bold, tomorrow you are timid. No. Whatever it is you want in life, say it. The host of heaven is hearing you. The universe is hearing you. Everything will come together for your purpose. So, but you must speak it. You must speak it. Helpfulness. Be helpful. Help people. Help people. You must help. What can I do? Volunteer. What do they need? Even though I don't have money, but I have energy. I can carry things. Be helpful. Not, what would they give us? Be helpful. Have that consciousness, that mentality of helping people. When you have that when you have that consciousness, you will find help. You will find help effortlessly. Effortlessly, you will find help. You will find help. But you need to be helpful. You need to be resourcefulness. Resourcefulness. What can you do? There's so many things people are learning today, so many skills. What skills do you have? What skills do you have? This is a church. They need a drummer. They need a pianist. They need, what else do they need? Choir members, ushers, sweepers. They need so many people, right? So what are the things you can do? Some people can do 5 things, and they will do it well. That's being what? Resourceful. That's being resourceful. So you need to be resourceful. Don't just say, I don't know, I can't do it. Even if you don't know, are you willing to learn? The days have changed though. 18-year-olds, 19-year-olds, they are millionaires now. People are making it very early. 18, 19, 20, 21. They're no longer waiting till they're 35, 40 before buying houses and buying cars. What are they doing? They are learning skills. So you must also be skillful. You must be resourceful. You must have things that you can do. When I know that this person can do 3, 4, 5 things, I would rather work with her than work with you that can't do anything. I'll work with that person. Even if she's not my family and you are my family, I will work with that person. Because I can see more value in that person than you. So don't just be hanging out with friends and be gisting, whiling away time, watching TV, browsing the internet, doing nothing. No. There's so much you can do. Put your time to good use. At this age, you should be less concerned about what is happening in Nigeria. What is happening in Nigeria should not even be your focus. You're still in school. But while you're in school, learn. If it's video editing, you can learn. Learn. How to operate a computer, learn. How to do this, learn. Whatever it is, learn. Keep learning. People are attracted to people of value. When you have value, when there's something good about you, people will, you are attracted. It's like magnets. They will want to come and meet you. But you don't have anything, so why should I come and meet you? You're not meeting anything. So be resourceful. Of course, resourcefulness also similar to versatility. You must be versatile. At least you must know 1, 2, 3 things. You must be versatile. And dependability. This is also very important. You have to be dependable. You have to be dependent. Let people be able to depend on you. Let them be able to say, that person is dependable. He's not here yet. Don't worry, he will be here. Maybe there's a reason. They will even make excuses for you when you are not available because you have a track record of being dependable, of being reliable. So be dependable. I don't want to be with anyone that is not dependable, that I can't depend on. No. I want to be around people that I can trust, I can rely on. So for you to attract your helper, you need to be dependable. You need to be reliable. And self-discipline. You need to be self-disciplined. There is no successful man. You see these traits, these character traits, self-discipline is not negotiable. You need to be disciplined. There is no successful man today that has attained that level of success without discipline. And what does discipline entail? You submitting yourself to what you need to do. Very similar to responsibility. You need to get to school. You need to wake up early. You can't be waking up 8 a.m. You can't. Or 9 a.m. when the first lesson is almost done. No. You have homeworks to do. You left it and you are going to play. That's ill-discipline. That doesn't show you are disciplined. So you need to have that consciousness of being disciplined. And of course, we said responsibility. The last trait, social and emotional intelligence. You need it. Social intelligence talks about your ability to relate with people, to manage people. We are all here today. I don't know the number, maybe 50, maybe 60. But some of us are better at making friends. Some of us are better at managing friends. While some of us, is that seat that you are sitting on, you will not stand up. Even when they're asking questions, everybody's talking. Some you will not even raise up your hand. Whereas some of us are better at, interacting with people. You must understand social interaction, which also goes with self-confidence. Because if you don't have confidence, there's no way you can manage people. People who run businesses, who run organizations, you must be able to manage people, manage their emotions. So your staff comes to work and she gets there late. You shout at the person, you make noise, and the person leaves. You employ another person again, the same thing. The person leaves. In a month, they have employed 10 people. How do you think the organization will be? Do you think the organization will move forward? No. But as a leader, as someone, you must understand people. You must understand how to manage people. If somebody comes in looking sad, you must understand that something has gone wrong somewhere. How are you able to relate with that person? How are you able to get that person to talk and be cheerful? That's social intelligence. Of course, emotional intelligence also has to do with our emotions. How do you manage your own emotions? I don't feel like going to school today, but I have to. That's emotional intelligence. I'm not going to allow my emotions to dictate how I feel or what I do. So you must be able to manage everything. Of course, these are not all, but these, I believe, are some of the most important traits you need in order to be able to maximize your relationship with people, in order to be able to attract the best people to your life. You see these traits, write them down. Write them down. When you write them down, look at them, paste them where you can see. Read more about them and be talking to yourself about them. I'm humble. I'm responsible. I have self-confidence. I'm able to achieve anything I want to do. The lines are falling onto me in pleasant places because I have a goodly heritage. Begin to speak good things to yourself. Now, the last slide. You must be committed. You must show your personal commitment to building good character. It's not going to fall on your laps at all. It's not going to fall on your laps. You have responsibility. And it's a growth. It's a journey. It's like going to school. Where do you start from? Crèche. Where you're singing A, B, C, D, E. After a while, after 1 year, they pass you to another class. Reception. Right? They teach you the Teletubbies. They teach you that. After a while, they pass you to another class. They keep passing you, till you get to what? You finish nursery, you finish primary. From primary, they pass you to junior secondary. From junior secondary, they pass you to senior secondary. Then they pass you. What are you going through? You're going through a process. That's the same way character is. It doesn't mean you're not going to make mistakes. You are. But the moment you realize that you have made a mistake, pick yourself up and tell yourself, I'm rising. I'm going to do the best that I can. I'm going to make sure that the mistake I made yesterday, I don't make them today. I'm going to be better. Right? Now, the importance of building strong character cannot be overemphasized. Where character will take you to, brilliance or intelligence may not take you there. Look at Mary. Was it brilliance that took her there? To Canada? It's not brilliance. It's character that took her there. Developing good character or noble character is a personal journey. Only you. Your parents will not take it for you. Only you. There's a place where you get to, your parents will not follow you. When you are writing common entrance, your mom or your dad might take you to the school, but will she enter the exam hall with you? No, she won't. You go and write the exam yourself. You write WAEC yourself. You write NECO. You write JAB. You write post-JAM. You write everything yourself. It's the same thing with character. Only you can undertake it. You don't involve other people in the process of your growth and development. And everyone is responsible for the outcome of their life. Whatever happens to you in life, it's your fault. It is you. The success you have attained is you. The otherwise, it is you. You are responsible. Where you are today, it is you. If you say to yourself, how old am I? I'm 15. In the next 10 years, I want to have built my house. And you commit to it, trust me, it will happen. It will happen. So everyone is responsible for the outcome in life. No one, including your parents, friends, and your boss, should be a deterrent for you to uphold the values you need to succeed. Last slide. Hold dearly to the positive beliefs and your values and your convictions that you have, and watch how relationships with people will open not just national doors, not just national opportunities, international opportunities for you when you have this good character. If you are not taking anything away today, just take this away. They say we should have good character. If that's the only thing you are taking away, one lady came, she said we should have good character. That's the only thing. And she told us the story of Mary. Mary traveled to Canada because she has what? Good character. If that's the only thing you take away, just take that one away. Trust me, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years from now, you'll be grateful to God and grateful to the convener of this program today. Last slide. Thank you very much. Thank you all for listening. Yes, we can have the questions now.
Praise God.
Hallelujah.
Thank you very much for the teaching.
You're
My
welcome.
question do not really tally with this topic.
Okay.
Awesome. My question is, how do you discover your purpose? How do you discover purpose?
Okay. All right. Thank you. I think that's a very intelligent question. Discovery of purpose is a journey, is a process. Some people spend 10 years, 20 years 30 years, they've not discovered this. But however, I will ask you, what are the things you're good at? How you can discover your purpose are some of the things that you think about. What do you enjoy doing? What comes to your mind? For example, let me give a practical example. I have always known that I will work with children. I have always known that I will work with children. So what did I do? It wasn't clear. It wasn't clear. How will I do it? But I just know that I enjoyed working with children. So I started teaching. While I was in 100 level, I started teaching French in secondary school, primary and secondary school. I'll teach them. But I just knew that I enjoy this. When I'm leaving the school, I'm excited. I feel fulfilled. Even the money they were paying me, it was additional because but I've always known. So everything I have done over the years rallied around children. Now I'm an author. I've published books. Schools use my book as part of their textbooks. I ran a TV program, though I stopped at a point, on children, helping children to have good character. Everything I'm doing, everything I have done revolved around children. So whatever it is that is on your mind, maybe it's tailoring, you're thinking of tailoring. Even tailoring, like I said, the image won't be clear. At a point, I also learned tailoring. Because when I was in 500 level in the university, I was afraid, I'm almost finishing from university. What will I do? I don't want to join those people that don't have jobs. Let me go and learn tailoring. I went to learn tailoring and nothing good came out of it. Because I'm not good with handwork. Do you understand? I joined all the people in our hostel. They were all learning tailoring. Me too, I went to learn this. But even to do bustier gown, I couldn't do. I could not do because that's not my calling. So at a point in life, you will get to phases where the things are not, you will do some things, but after a while, you will know that that's not where you're supposed to be. But nature, God, universe would guide you, especially when you open up your heart to God, when you talk to God all the time about, God, help me to fulfill my purpose. What is that purpose that you have prepared for me from the foundation of the earth? It will guide you into it. You won't make a mistake. But don't crucify yourself. You might be doing things that are not related to your purpose. An opportunity might come. Oh, they're looking for people that can market airpod. You go and join them. It doesn't mean that's your purpose. But those are part of the things you would do on the way to fulfilling purpose. And nothing is a waste. Absolutely nothing is. At least if I'm with my tailor today, I can tell him, oh, this is not how I want my bustier gown to be. That knowledge is still useful. Do you understand? So it's with time, you would get the knowledge.
Praise the Lord.
Hallelujah.
Thank you very much for all the teaching and everything. I have two questions. The first one, when we started, you mentioned how you got help and you spent everything. So how do you get back up? That's one. The second question is that what's the difference between attitude and character?
Okay.
What's the difference?
Okay, so the first question, how did I get back up? So you make mistakes. That you won't make mistakes is a lie. It's a lie. The first time I published my book was in 2009. That was when Mr. Obabulujo published the book for me, 2009. I didn't start real publishing until consistently 2018. So 2009 till the mathematicians here, please help me. 9 years. 2009 till 2018 was 9 years. So between those 9 years, what was I doing? I was just, I wasn't so, should I still do it? And when you don't have people around you that will guide you, because at a point I lost touch with him. I wasn't communicating with him. So I was just on my own. So in between those times, I was just doing, I will publish this year. I will not publish the following year. I'll publish 2 years after. But until 2018, that's when I started. So consistently since 2018, I've printed every year. And why did I become consistent? I became consistent because I now realized that I have a good product. And schools were asking for it. Do you understand? So I knew that, you need to pay attention to this. You can't be behaving as if you're still a child those years back. So that was how I came back to it. And I began to publish consistently. So I hope that answers your question. And then secondly, what's the difference between character and attitude? They are both interwoven. They are both interwoven. Attitude, character, they are both interwoven. You can either say you have anyone that doesn't have good attitude, doesn't have good character. In Yoruba, we call it Iwa, right? Koniwa. Iwa is character. Iwa is attitude. Koniwa. So it's the same. You're welcome, sir. Somebody here.
You mentioned the story of Miss Mary Ngozi and how she was rewarded. So I just want to ask, what if the story had turned out differently? Like we heard stories of people who did that or such,
Yeah.
and they actually got into trouble. Then you want to juxtapose that with the young people here. A lot of us are young, and we've seen some bad examples. Maybe we even have good character, but maybe our parents or some authority figures, maybe in school, or they are not doing the right thing. Like maybe in exam practices, there are school authorities that actually, encourage it, parents. So how do we fight the system in such instances?
Okay.
Or to get the courage to keep on doing the right
Doing the
thing,
right thing.
even when there is no reward
Or there's no encouragement.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay, so that's also a very intelligent question. Okay, let me first start by answering the story of Mary. The truth is, there are many people that have done what Mary did, and they didn't get any reward, or they even got into trouble. There are many people like that. However, it's about you. Fine, the person might not have been rewarded. Do you want to explain how the person got in? I want to believe what she's saying. Okay, let me listen to him first.
Getting into trouble in this nation doing good, it's possible. Because we have seen a situation, we've heard of a situation where someone saw such money and went to the police station to deliver. And the next thing, the person was murdered so that they can cover up and have that money. Now, it depends on... That's still trouble. That's still trouble. Now I will lend my voice in this direction. My late father did something similar. He was a protocol officer. Such money was left in his car when he took his principal to the airport and traveled back to UK. It's a white man. He knew the kind of boss he had. That if he had given the bag to his superior, there would be issues. My dad took the bag home and didn't say a word until he contacted the owner that traveled to UK and said, "Sir, your bag was in my car." So in all of this, the wisdom is needed. Looking at the environment to which you are, you can take a decisive decision on how to go about it. But the key thing is, be it what my dad did, be it what Mary did, there was a decent character to return it back to the source. Thank you.
Now, there are good that you will do. There are positive character traits that you will exhibit that they can turn around to work against you. That shouldn't make you stop. Your day of reward is coming. But you never can tell. So let it, in fact, the more, okay, look at somebody like Joseph. That's a typical example. What did he do? He avoided trouble. Only for him to enter into what? Higher trouble. But eventually, when the reward came, we should always remind ourselves that Potiphar and his wife eventually became the citizen of Joseph. You get the point? So every punishment that is meted out after good character is actually a promotion. No. Take it that way. God bless you.
I want to believe that also answers the question you asked about when a child finds him or herself in a situation where the system around him doesn't
Praise the
encourage
Lord.
him. Authority figure, yes.
Praise the Lord.
Please, just a minute, ma. Just a minute, ma. Regardless of the situation around you, maybe you are within friends that always encourage you to lie or to steal. Or maybe you even have a mother or a father that is always doing the wrong thing. We talked about convictions, firmness of purpose. We talked about values. We talked about beliefs. Who you are, don't be afraid of showing who you are, of projecting who you are. Don't be afraid of disapproval or rejection. Take your stand. Let your parents, let your friends, let your teachers, let them know the kind of person you are. With time, they will come and honor you. Please go ahead, ma'am.
Praise the Lord.
Hallelujah.
Thank you for the lecture. Though it is possible that the person can be put into trouble. Supposing somebody entered the room before her, I must have seen the money before her. Probably the person has tampered with the money somehow. Probably it's more than that. And she saw that particular amount. Somebody might be thinking she must have been taken out of it. But by standing by what you believe in, when people know that this is what you are, they will know that you have not really touched. And the truth will actually come out.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you, ma'am.